the Doyle Circle, and so and I'm so thrilled that at 60 something years old, you
61.
actually.
And I will beat you all. Eric, you're not running the Heart Run, are you?
Dang it.
As long as he's excluded, yeah. No one will be Eric. He's earned the right to get to, and this is what we preach. Careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living. There's a reason we tell you to stay in the model. It's because we want you to make a profit so you can fund the life that you want. I mean, a lot of you know Butch bought his condo in Kona a couple years ago. It's been a couple years now.
Right.
You know, he's been able to go down and enjoy time there. And, you know, he's been able to control his retirement destiny and do, you know, he's never going to not work. Butch is not that guy. But he gets to do what he chooses to do now for fun. And a lot of that is because he's adopted the models and the systems that we just espouse at a high level. I'm thrilled for you. And you are huge shoes to fill. There's not and I just tell you guys, the list of, we will begin that search in earnest after today. The list of candidates that are qualified to be the broker of the largest real estate company in the state of Alaska are short. And it's not a lot of people, but we've identified some good names and I'm going to start working on that. We'll definitely keep you in the loop. You know, we want to be just as open as we can about it. If you have questions, feel free to talk to me. I would ask you, you know, a lot of times when there's change, people get nervous. Trust us. You know, you got this crew here, and they're pretty incredible. We're gonna replace Butch with a phenomenal person as well. So give us time to do that. We didn't want to be doing it surreptitiously with people. We wanted to wait till we told you first before we began that look and that search. So now you know. If you have a great suggestion, I'm all ears. I'm absolutely open to input. And we'll just see what happens. And again, I just appreciate, Butch, so much your graciousness to say, yeah, I'll give you the time. And thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Okay, so last piece of news, and we'll try and get you guys out of here early. My time has come as well.
I knew it. No.
I saw a big announcement. I was thinking last time.
So, God, family, business. It's what we literally paint on our walls. You all know me, I think, and you know that there is nothing in this world more important to me than my family. God, I wasn't going to do this. Practiced and practiced. I only threw up once this morning. Thank you. I have been given the opportunity. I'm just going to leave that. To take a position in Birmingham, Alabama. There's about 47 agents in that office. And I'm going to have to room on the floor with Shayna and Allison because they don't make any money. So I get to raise my last child with my parents.
That's your dream.
My mom and dad have never seen either of my children play a sport. And y'all watch Facebook, you know how much we love our sports. My dad was here this summer. He was on a break with his battle with cancer, and he got to come visit me. And he was able to watch CJ, not even in a game. It was a 7-on-7 scrimmage with 4 other schools. And if you could have seen his face, and then heard the 2-hour conversation at Red Robin afterwards, in which I didn't say anything and they just talked about the game. You know, I moved here 20 years ago, and never in my wildest dreams did I think that this is where I would end up, you know, building a company and working with you guys. And well, the timing is just right. Mac hasn't started high school yet. He won't have to leave the team. I promised my boy and my daughter that they would graduate from service. I can tell you, I've been given offers to other market centers over the last couple of years. I don't even open them. It's not money. I don't care. They couldn't write me a big enough check to leave you guys. The only thing that could pull me away is my family. And Mac will get to grow up with my brother and his wife and kids, my sister and her husband and kids, my mom and dad, my aunt and uncle. And then providentially, and I'm just going to ask for your permission to speak about my faith just real openly because you can't fire me. About a month after I accepted the position, my child, my son, CJ, his whole life has been playing Division I college football since 8th grade. And I had scheduled dinner with him on a Monday night about a month ago to say, it's time to let go of the dream. You got a great Division II offer. It's a great school. You know, you're going to get to play college football. You're going to be in North Carolina. I've got friends and family there. And he was ready to, and I was just getting ready to tell my child to let go of his dream. Can you imagine, for me, you know, big vision, what that was like to prepare for? And that morning, before we met, he got a call from Samford University, Division I program in Birmingham, Alabama, and they said, we finally watched this kid's film that's been sitting here for 6 months. We want him. What does it take to get him?
Wow.
So my kid's going to be going to college and playing football where my parents will get to watch him play. Well, not his first year, he'll redshirt. But after that, so we've done a lot here. You know, when I took this position 3.5 years ago and stood in front of you guys at the Wellberry Theater, my goal was to build this company together with you to 300 plus agents and to capture the #1 market share position, and we have done that together. And I have stood on the shoulders of giants in my owners, Beth, Nancy, Matt, Bruce, Chuck, Tav, Dan and Christy, in the time that they were here, Allison, Shayna, Joe, Jacob, Van, Becca, Lainey, Monica, Marcy, who did I forget? Janine, sorry, love you so much. I knew it was so much. I do that. The minute you start naming names, you're always in trouble. Butch. And I feel like the staff is so incredible, and they're such a high-functioning team, they're going to just keep rocking at a high level. If you'd like to teach, I do have a plan. It's going to take about a year to get that office profitable. I plan on bringing all my friends to Birmingham to stay with me and teach. And I'll see you at Family Reunion. I'll see you at Mega Camp. And I'm so amazingly grateful for this company. You know, when I got divorced, sorry, I'm just preaching because I get the floor. When I got divorced and I realized I was going to be a single parent in this place, I didn't have an option to move. I wasn't going to get a job somewhere else with my kids. I was so in real estate. I couldn't just take that business and move it. I'm so incredibly grateful to be part of a company that lets me do what I love. And this time get to do it with the people that I've been away from for a long, long time. So, that being said, permission to be sentimental since I'm already bawling all over the place. About 5 years ago, I stopped, I was on a long run on a Saturday, and I decided to stop at an open house because there was this young hotshot agent that I thought had all the talent in the world, and I had told Cody, you gotta go get this guy. And it was right by my house over in Turnagain, and stopped in and chatted with him for a couple of hours. And if anyone would have told me the path that Joe Bell and I would walk for the next 5 years together at that point, I would have probably fallen over. A year later, he moved to Keller Williams, and he was a kid. He was a kid with a girlfriend, and he just had this raw talent. 9 months later, he became the assistant team leader with me, and we spent the next 2.5 years working side by side together. And here's what I want you to know about Joe Bell, that some of you don't know. The #1 priority for a replacement candidate for me was, above all else, sincerity and caring heart. Because I love you guys, and I don't want anybody to step into this role that doesn't. I've watched Joe, and I know how much he cares, and it's from the bottom of his soul. He is a servant leader, And I know this because he's had 8 offices since he became I used to send him a text and I'd say, hey, I need something, and he'd say, where am I moving? And that's not a lie. He was always willing to give up whatever needed to be given up to help you guys. I watched him marry his wife, marry the love of his life. I've watched him remodel a house and sell a house. I've watched him welcome Graylin into their life. I've watched him, I was there the day he found out he was having twins, and he sat across the dinner table from me, and he and Melissa with stone cold faces. We're having twins. We didn't speak much that dinner. He was pretty much in shock. I've watched him give birth, or his wife give birth to these 2 boys, to have 3, and he has just matured into such an incredible human being. I've gotten to know his mom and his dad, and come to see why he is who he is, because I know his parents. Justin and Holly, you should be very proud of your son. I know you are. So, I am very confident in leaving the Market Center in the very capable hands of Joe Bell. The staff is excited, our team is excited. They know him, love him. He knows you and he loves you. And he's going to do an amazing job. So Joe, you want to say anything? Or you want to keep hiding back there in the back? Yeah, that was hard.
I'm back. When I left, I told Toomer, I said, there's no way I want your job. Not one bit. Not at all. And a lot has changed over the last year and a little bit. It's almost actually 1 year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
A lot has changed. You know, we have Shayna in place who's knocking it out of the park. We have our ever steady Allison Bradley. We've got a great ALC. You know, and the opportunity to sit in and, you know, watch them and how they operate has been awesome, and I look forward to working with them a little more interpersonally now. You know, this was a no-brainer. When the opportunity came up, I didn't think I wanted it, and then I started thinking about it, and I'm going, how could I not want it? You know, my family has been integrated into the Keller Williams family, and we really appreciate everything that you've done for us this far. I'm getting emotional. No, we've been very grateful, and just the fact of, you know, the owners group, you know, Matt, Nancy, Beth, and everybody else I need to learn the names of.
That's the only list of names I know that you don't know.
No, we're very excited, and you know, we get to step into something that's already rocking and rolling with a group of the best individuals that I could ask for to be inside this building, be with this company. You know, and I'm going to need you to be a little patient with me as I, you know, pick back up and start to hit my stride and, you know, start to get things back under my belt as far as that goes. But we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to, you know, continuing this dynasty that we're building here. You know, it's been, what, 8 years, and
September
going
8th.
from nothing to #1, that's huge, and I look forward to continue to crush everybody else until world domination, right? So, that's it. I don't want to take any more of your time. And Lane, go ahead.
You're not allowed to throw out the payday bars overhand.
That was one piece I was very excited about. Well, we can
Workers' comp, they're looking for
we can work on going
like
along.
a marshmallow thing.
So no, I'm extremely grateful, and you know, like I said, I get to step right in with a great team. We're still working on Evan, but that's my new roommate. Good luck. So yeah, we're excited. We're ready to rock and roll.
you guys have been paying attention, you'll notice that we've all been talking about feelings and caring and loving, right? We've been talking about numbers and profit and loss. And of course, we're a business, and and that's really important. But
We like to make
I
money.
care so much about all you people. I really, really do. And it's pretty obvious that Jen does too. And I love you, Jen.
So my surprise going away party is May 22nd.
Packing party. We know surprise now.
It's not possible to plan a surprise when you got a couple of kids you're raising. I'm here. I'm cranking. I'm working. Really working on a broker thing. I'm excited to get to spend time with you guys. And I am just so grateful for you. I love every one of you. Thank you.
Seriously, that's it.
I know, she's done. Cut her off.
It's time for
Yeah,
more.
seriously.
Yeah.
Cut her off.